All right. So,
And a Shadowrunner.
I
all
have my
right.
uncle.
So we are back. Hurrah.
Woo!
Um,
And I can hear now.
Whoop,
that's
whoop.
always a boon. All right.
Definitely.
So after wandering through the dark for however long, Pip finally leads you into, um, well, you smell it before you see it. Um, the air starts to fill with briny, salty seawater smell on top of fish. Um,
Yummy.
and you sort of come around a bend and you see Pirate's Cove, which is a sprawling little village that resides inside a cove inside an enormous cavern. Um, the ceiling is nearly like 100 feet above you, um, and there's stalactites and stuff sticking down from them. You can see far across on the other side of the village that there's like a dozen boats that are lashed up on where the land meets the sea, because apparently this is a hidden away sort of cove connecting to the sea. Um, Excellent for smuggling stuff into the city. Um, and you see most of the buildings are made out of scrap metal and cargo crates and that sort of thing. And it's about this time that Fenrir shows up again.
Whoa.
Um, in astral space, I'm gonna say. And Fenrir talks to Mr. Wolf. Um, did we ever describe what Fenrir looks like in astral space? Because I know if he's manifested, he just looks like a wolf now.
Yeah, black direwolf.
They look the same in astral space?
No, in astral space. Huh. Why
I-
should he look in astral space?
I really wish I could post this picture on
No, don't you dare make him a
Put the
corgi.
corgi on the stream.
Cthulhu
Uh,
Core.
Dude, corgi.
In astral space,
Plastered in roll 20.
I think in astral space, he just looks a lot bigger.
Alright.
And with a lot, like the markings on his body are a lot like brighter. And he has like extra tails
Okay.
and an extra eye on the forehead.
So yeah, he appears at your feet, and I wouldn't say he speaks, but he like thinks to you, because everything is just sort of transmitted in thought and emotion and that sort of thing. And he speaks. Did we ever give him a voice, like a specified like?
Nope,
No.
he has never said a word.
All right. He says, I have found the quarry summoner, or shaman.
He knows me now.
Yeah. Why would he call you something different in your mind?
Yeah, he probably will call me my real name.
Eh. I can't remember what your real name is.
Damien.
All right. It's like I have found our quarry, Damien. I was coming to get you, and you have shown up.
You found her.
I have found two places where she could possibly be.
Now tell me what these places are, and once we're done with this, we'll.
The wolf is sitting at your feet. The wolf looks over his shoulder, and he says, "I have found a sea vessel at the far end of this cavern, as well as a structure encased in a magic field.
Let me see.
Both
There's a
are,
structure.
both are strong with her aura."
Is the magic barrier in the sea vessel?
No.
I see. Well, we'll check out the sea vessel since we're nearby, and afterwards, I want you to guide me to the magical barrier. I might be able to take care of that.
Very well.
You can materialize now.
Okay. So, Mr. Wolf was just sort of like looking at something for 30 seconds or so, and then just out of nowhere, a wolf materializes at his feet.
I pet him on the head. And I say, Fenrir told me that there were two places where she could be.
And I say, well, spit it out. Where are they?
There's some sort of ship nearby. There's a chance he can lead us to it. There's a chance of she being there, and then there's the magical barrier.
Chance?
He can also lead us there. She
What
can
is-
also
what
be
is-
there.
What does he mean a chance? So there's two places it could be.
Exactly.
Should we split up and tackle them separately, or go all together?
I believe we can just deal with the ship now and then search for the for the barrier later. Any dissenting opinions?
Are
No.
both locations nearby?
I look at Fenrir.
And well, he can't speak in the human tongue, but he thinks tunes. They're both within the cavern.
They're both in the cavern. I say they're both nearby.
Let's check the ship first.
Agreed.
So it'd be better if we didn't have to deal with magic. So let's go check the ship.
I can take care of whatever.
Yeah, magic is
Barrier.
not a problem.
All right. So Pip, he waits for you guys to stop talking, and then he goes into his big spiel about this is the Pirate Cove. It's inhabited by so many people, and there's lots of dirty stuff here.
I think
Don't
the
get
story
arrested.
just like covers his mouth as he's talking. Just like she puts a finger to her lips and like, we're trying to be quiet here, okay? We
But-
don't want to
but
attract attention.
The tour.
I know you enjoy your tour, but we need to not attract attention, and that's more important to me right now.
I give him 10 Yugen and say thank you for your help.
He looks at you and says, "So you're staying here?"
Yes, well,
He says, "Wait,
We want a guide back.
Yeah,
no,
we
that's
might
true.
need a way
That's
out."
true. I mean, yes, we're not staying here, but we need you nearby
He said,
for
"What?"
when we're over.
He shrugs and takes out his phone and says, "Well, you don't got much reception down here, but I guess I can wait."
I look at everybody and say, how long do you guys think this is gonna take?
Depends on if I have to drop some bodies or not.
It's gonna take a while. I look at Pip. I'm like, it's gonna take a while.
I hand the kid 20 and say, yeah, I think this will cover your time until we're back.
He shrugs and, "All right, I'll hang out back here." He just sort of gestures like the opening of the tunnel you guys came out of.
I put my hand on his shoulder and like pat it. Since he doesn't let me pat his head, I'll pat his shoulder.
Just made 230 new yen. It's more than I've made in my entire Shadowrunning career.
That's more than I started with.
I got really lucky with my roll.
All right. So yeah, he sits down and goes to do something on his comm link, and yeah. So you guys are heading to the boat.
But by the way, did he not react with the magical wolf that just appeared?
No, not really.
Nice. That kid has
Kid's
seen
got-
some shit.
Kid's
Kid's
growing
seen
up
the
on street,
ghost
he's seen
alligator.
he's seen some horrible stuff, and the ghost gator. You never know.
That's
And devil
true.
rats, and I don't know, magic abroad. So yeah, you guys are heading to the boat.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Ready
right.
for
mean-
the boat.
I mean, before we go,
I'm-
do we have a picture of Jack?
No.
Damn it.
No, we don't know what Jack looks like at all.
I see.
We only know his name, and that he's an orc, and a smuggler.
All right. So, what does my street etiquette tells me that how's the right way to ask for a criminal without telling that we're trying to find him for suspicious reasons?
Well, your street etiquette would be like how well you would do that.
Fuck. True.
Do you have a knowledge skill that you could use?
Fuck no. Then nothing. Then I just have nothing. I
We'll
just look
we'll
around and I
walk
say,
in and say, hey, you seen Jack around here?
it's true, but I don't know. I don't know how a guy with just a wolf hanging with him. I don't know. I don't know how criminal looking I'm pretty sure Mr. Wolf doesn't look very criminal looking. Plus, there's the three elves, and we don't fit in.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure we look like Shadowrunners.
yeah. I'm wearing a suit and holding a sword. I'm
Um,
pretty sure I'll look out of place.
I got a long white trench coat on.
God, we're just screaming. We're special.
Oh yeah, we don't have a chance in hell of being subtle.
Yeah, we're not stealth.
Not in this environment.
I'm wearing bright white.
If we ever go to a con or something, we might have a chance. But
I might fit into like a Renraku business meeting or something, but that'd be about it.
I'll fit in a party, a very fancy party.
Yeah, but is there any like does the boat? Are we looking at the boat or?
We haven't really gotten there yet.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Should we search for Turner first, or should we just go straight for the boat?
I say, well,
Be up to
if Turner has the girl, or are we assuming that Turner has what's her face? Oh wait, yeah, 'cause she was gonna meet him.
She was
right?
going to meet him, but we don't know if he has her.
Right. But
However,
he knows
considering
about
his
her.
haunt is here and she appears to be here, it seems suspicious.
Yeah. Big Dog just told us that
Well,
that she's
I
here.
guess we might as well try to kill two birds with one stone. Let's head to. I look at Fender and I think to him. Take us to the ship.
So the dog nods as best a dog can.
He's a wolf, not a dog. Come on, get it right.
Same.
And starts leading you sort of on the outskirts around the village that's in this hidden cove. The place seems pretty quiet. There is some street lamps, set up in various places, electrical lights, fluorescent stuff like that. So the place is somewhat lit, enough that you could walk around without bumping into stuff. But mostly it's pretty deserted. It's probably around 1 a.m. or something right around now. So there's not a lot of people around. There are some that are stumbling around drunk and that sort of thing, but nothing major. And Fenrir leads you to what was it described as, like a good-sized fishing boat.
Apparently, pirates do all their business during the day. I wouldn't have guessed.
You're putting too much logic into this. And so, well, basically, there's not enough people around to hassle you. There's not a lynch mob forming to hurt you. And so he leads you to a good-sized fishing boat on this antiquated dock. So the area is lit again, and the ship is named Jack's Fortune Hunter, and it's tied off on one of the piers. And
Is
yeah,
it like a wooden boat or like a proper modern boat?
it's a proper modern boat.
Okay.
It has a node, and
Oh, it has the
yeah.
node. Can I?
It's like, oh, civilization.
Yeah, as soon as the node shows up, I'm like, node, and then I scan it. I want to scan the node.
Steal the boat.
Analyze my node.
Alright, you gotta roll analyze for that.
My computer plus analyze plus 2. Here's my. So. Roll. Oops. Two successes.
So 2 successes gets you 2 bits of information about the node. It's a basic device rating 4, and it has connections to a hard drive, to a video system, and a microphone system. But they're all behind a login page,
Firewall?
I think.
It has a firewall?
Let me check. Um, it has basic security on it.
Okay. Um, I say to the rest of the group, the boat has. I can check the boat without going inside if you want. I could check the cameras.
Do that.
If you
Uh,
would, fine sir.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go sit, and then I just sit on the ground and, like, go into the matrix,
Alright.
and, like, I'm gonna hack this node.
Okay. So you're gonna roll
So,
exploit, and it's gonna roll firewall against you.
cool.
All of this always good to go so well.
Don't worry, I have more dice now.
Nice.
So tempted to draw a mustache on him while he's ragged out.
I get +2 because I'm hot sim, right?
If you want your body to go blit on the floor,
Yup.
I like to imagine Wolf is like slight nibbling a little bit on your feet.
sniffing at him.
Yeah.
And just to keep in mind for later, I imagine while he's doing this, Astoria is
Oh
just
my
like
god, are you
examining
kidding
the
me?
outside of the ship.
What's your stealth rating?
My stealth rating is 5.
Okay.
God, that
You
is
wanna keep
bad
going?
luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying.
Okay.
Is there anyone
Go!
watching
Come
us
on,
while
12
we're doing
dice.
this?
Oh, nice.
Nice. Maybe that would make it up.
Alright.
If it's got a rating 4, then I think I beat its firewall.
You do beat its firewall. So you get inside. As soon as you bypass the security, you get basically a basic user access to this node. So yeah, you get like a basic computer access to this node. There's not like a difference between user security or an admin because it's such a basic system. But when you log in, there's sort of like I would say phishing ship equivalents to like little alarms going into like, oh, security infringement or something like that. But there's no like ice or anything that scrambles. It's just it's noted you being there.
Okay.
But you have access to microphones, you have access to hard drive, you have access to pretty much everything.
Okay. There's no way I can't like disable the alarm, or is that a thing I can do? Or would I need to have a higher
Well, it's
user?
not like an active alarm. No one's going to come running. It's just registered that you've accessed it.
Oh, okay. It's
Yep.
just seeing that I'm. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna access the video feed if I can.
Okay. So you got a good. The active feed right now is showing like the outdoors, sort of. Basically, you get a view of the main door of the ship, and the pier on one side. And that's just the active what's filming right now.
I see. And then that's the only video feed on the ship.
Yeah.
And you said there's microphones, like
There's
microphones that are
a
listening,
microphone
or
and a hard drive.
can I see what the microphone is listening? Can I listen in on the microphone?
Yeah, you can turn that on, and it's just basically you hear the wavings of the water and stuff. I don't know if anyone else is around chit-chatting in the group, but you can't hear. If they are, you'd hear them. It's
in
basically
which case-
positioned on the same place where the camera is pointed.
Oh, I see. It's a camera and microphone. Okay. And then what's on the hard drive?
The hard drive contains not a whole lot of note. His basic schedule and like a journal, and a saved video that's dated 2 days ago, around 10 p.m. or so.
I'll watch that. I'll open it up, see what it is.
Okay. So the
Alright,
video,
so-
the video play starts out. Sorry, what was that?
Probably
Nothing.
hardcore porn.
Pork porn.
So the video starts out with some ragged-looking middle-aged man sitting on like a lawn chair on the deck of the boat. He's like drinking a synth beer, something like that. And a woman walks in from up the pier and steps onto the boat. And he looks up, like, he's not surprised. He says, "Ah, this is my lovely customer. How are you this afternoon?" And she looks as if she's trying to like not touch anything. She carries like a bag over her shoulder, and she basically like nods politely and says, "Captain Jack, how was the trip?" He says, "Oh, it's perfectly fine. No bad weather. Bit long though. Trip all the way from Greece." He says, "Well, yes, that's why I paid you the good money." And he says, "Oh, of course. You want to get past the corpse, don't you?" Now, I can get you this your package from below decks. But I would like a little bit of info further on your find. Like who are you planning to sell it to?" And she sort of tilts her head and says, "I don't believe that's any business of yours." He says, "Oh, no? You don't, eh? But what if I wanted to sell it?" And she just kind of takes a couple steps back and says, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, you're paying me to bring this shipment in. It's a dangerous trip. And, well, the BTLs haven't been selling as hot lately. I need to get myself some more source code. But to meet to make ends meet till then, it'd be great to sell a little magic trinket." And you see a couple like beefy looking orcs come up behind her up the pier.
Yep.
He says, "Now this can go one of two ways. You can tell me your contacts and be on your way, or we can do it the harder way." And she seems, well, suitably intimidated at the moment. And the video kind of cuts off there.
Okay. And you said he has a schedule?
Yeah.
Does it say where he is right now, or does it have like anything like that, or is it just like a empty
It's
calendar?
just sort of like a calendar. In here, supply here, get gas here, kind of thing.
Oh,
at
okay.
this
Never mind
time.
then. I will then leave.
All right.
And when I become conscious again, the dog is near me. I just sort of
It's like licking your face.
I push it away gently, and then I stand up.
You
I
keep
brush
saying it's a
myself
dog,
off.
but it's a wolf. God damn it!
Wolf, dog.
It looks
whatever.
legitimately terrifying.
I'm putting a
Wolves
magic
are a
marker
type of
back
dog.
in my pocket.
Yeah, and then I stand up, and I look over at everybody else, and I say, I know where I say she's not here. I've seen the Jack. I've seen the Jack man, the pirate. He wanted to sell her stone. He wasn't, I don't know, making enough money. He's got her hostage or locked up. I don't know. The video cut off.
Is there a chance we could have actually seen that video while he was doing that?
That's all in my head.
Damn it.
The drawback of
Uh,
technomancers.
Hmm.
I could like copy the video into something though.
Yeah, I believe the Technomancer has like a limited set of like hard drive space in his persona that you can like manipulate.
No, I don't
and-
have anything to store on myself. I
Oh,
can
you
put stuff onto other things though, and I have like a bunch of data disks.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
you
can
could
do that
probably
then.
transfer it to like your comlink.
Yeah, I can also put it on my comlink too.
Because you can manipulate data just like they can manipulate a fireball. You can just be like, "Oh, look at this."
Yeah,
it-
so I just put it on my comm link, and I say, I've got the video right here in case we need to go over it again.
I want to look at the video,
Okay. So
I,
you
pa-
yeah.
I passed in my comm.
and I want to ingrain the face of Jack in my head, in my face. I'm sorry, in my head, not my face.
Okay.
I want to remember how he looks like. And after seeing that, I look around and I say,
I see you. Wait, I see you staring at my comm link, like trying to memorize this, and I look down at my comm link, and I take the video, and I press pause when it looks at his face, and I just like hand it back to you, and I say, it'll be easier than trying to remember it.
thank you.
Why don't you see if you can have Fenrir sniff them out?
Yeah, that's a thing I can do. I look at Finn and I'm like, I send him that image and I'm like, search for him. Please, please search for him.
well. And he takes off, I guess.
Yeah, and
I
after
can't
that,
remember how search works. He gets to roll his force.
he gets to roll 2. He basically gets to roll plus 10 because that's basically 10 die because 5 plus 5 regardless is gonna be 5. It's gonna be 10. If I'm not mistaken, he gets to goddamn. There you are, critter.
And don't you have to specify an area for him or something like that?
I don't have to. I can just tell him to search.
It's just the bigger distance you give him, it will take longer.
I have it open. Yay.
Yeah, if I were you, I'd just say search here for him. Because, well, I don't know for sure. Also, I say, yeah, according to the video, the moral stone is either on the ship or somewhere else.
Do you think you can take down
Well,
those
probably
cameras?
not. There's only one.
You think you can take
Okay.
down that camera?
I can take
Um,
it down, but they're gonna know.
I go back. I guess I could just like hop into the node really quick and
Yep.
like just disable everything. Like
Yeah,
I'm.
you can
I've
turn
got. Do I
everything
have?
off and clear out the hard drive if you want to.
Yeah, I just disable and delete everything. I just delete all like the everything.
Okay. You
Delete it
reformat
all.
his computer.
Format C.
All right.
Delete
Then
system 32.
I say,
I delete system.
who wants to
32.
volunteer to enter?
I'll go on the ship.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go in together?
Yeah. I guess we all go together.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm leading the way.
Well, the door of the ship is, just to speed things along, the door of the ship is unlocked, and the inside of the ship is kind of a mess. Make a visual perception check.
God, I'm so good at those.
Ooh. Are we? Is this a perception test to notice something like hidden in a large area? Because I have a -2 to that.
Probably.
Okay, then I don't have. I have 2 less dice.
Wow. Wow. So I have a 1 to that.
What is my perception?
Because I'm defaulting, I get a -2, right?
Don't forget
Do you
to
not
add
have any
any.
points in
Into
perception?
perception? No, no.
No, then it's just
You can add
intuition
your gear to
-1.
that.
I can add my what?
You can add your
Intuition.
gear to that.
Yeah, that's true. I do have vision enhancement.
But if you don't have the skill, it's just the base attribute -1.
So yeah, I totally have. Yeah, well, I'm because of my wounds. Will they have heal bind? Actually, no. I have to
No.
actually try and stop them, right?
Well, you've only taken like 1 square or 2 squares, haven't you?
5 squares.
Really?
Yeah.
Woohoo! 1 success.
Nice. Okay, that's.
Oh, I actually forgot to roll all my dice because I had something here that I forgot. So
It's all right. You
but I want to roll more dice.
okay? Roll all the dice.
There, 5 successes.
All right. So basically, you all walk into the main room of this small fishing ship. And there's like a sofa and a fold-out bed and that sort of thing. But I guess Mr. Wolf starts digging through like clothing and stuff, completely missing like the safe that's sitting underneath the kitchen table. That's kind of hanging open.
Oh god, it's really messy in here.
Yeah.
Oh, forget looking around. I'm cleaning again.
So you start folding laundry and like tidying up the kitchen counters,
Oh yeah.
making sure the
Although
sink
this
works
time I'm
and
wearing
wipe
gloves.
off the counters.
This time I'm wearing gloves though. I brought gloves.
All right. But yeah, you find an empty safe sitting under the table, with its door hanging open.
Is there any sort of a magical like signature there?
No.
Can I? No. I see.
Is that all we find on the ship?
Yeah, there's not a lot here.
Do we find money?
No. The door was unlocked, and the safe was
very-
sitting open. Let's leave money here.
Exactly. That's the way to go.
So I'm guessing the
Can anyone-
smuggler is not here.
No, the
Probably
boat's
not.
deserted.
Well, now we have one place to go.
Damn it, magical barriers. Do we?
They're
Do we?
nothing.
Does somebody want to? Can anybody crack a safe? Do you think there's
It's
anything in
it's
there?
it's open.
The door's hanging
Oh,
open.
for real? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
never mind then.
just straight up. Somebody came in, took it all, and fucked off.
Whoops.
I'm disappointed it's open, but it's open.
Darn. Well, I guess now it's time to go mess with magic.
Yeah. I wanna. Is Fender close enough to me that I can see through its eyes?
You can
50,
always.
50 meters. Sense link is 10 meters times your magic attribute.
Is he within 50 meters of me, or is he
No.
much farther than that? I see.
He's searching the town for you.
It's fine. Well, now we go to, because he sent me basically a mental image to where that place is, right?
Yes.
So I can just go there without him needing to guide me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just say, follow me. I know where the magic barrier is.
Okay.
Drop whatever I'm cleaning and, well, reluctantly put it down and then,
Like carefully peel
Follow.
the gloves off your hands.
yeah.
And I look at the place astrally. There's nothing fishy going on here, right?
The boat?
Yeah, the boat.
No, the boat's nothing. It's a boat. It has no signature or anything like that.
Okay.
So you guys leave the boat and you start heading not far through town to what you see as a warehouse in your head. On your way there, Fenrir returns and he speaks to you. He says, "Damon, I have found your target. He is behind the magical barrier."
Good. I guess we can kill two birds with one stone. You can materialize again.
He does
3
so.
birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Actually, we might get a stone from
3
that.
birds and a
Yeah,
stone.
see?
And a partridge
Um,
in a pear tree.
All right.
Nice.
Um,
I look over. So, like, do we reach the warehouse?
Fenrir stops you. Like he sits down at just the corner with the warehouse is up the street a little bit, and like he stops and sits down and just kind of looks at it.
I say something wrong.
And he mentions to you, there are magical defenses.
I see. They don't want spirits going in, do they?
There are magical defenses other than a barrier.
Oh, that's true. I wanna actually look, and I look at a hemlock, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm doing the same
hemlock.
thing.
Okay. So the warehouse is a 2-story building, made out of like sheet steel. Pardon me, and it's surrounded by a barrier, a magical barrier, so you can't perceive through it unless you try to force your way through or destroy the barrier. Floating in front of the front door is a small wisp of a spirit. You can barely call it a spirit, but there's something there. It's not moving or anything, it's just hovering there.
Is it in front of the barrier or behind it?
It's outside the barrier.
Yeah, I just want to assess its spirit then.
Okay, so you want to roll a sensing?
Yep, I'm doing it now.
2 successes. It is a watcher spirit.
But it's also a glitch.
Oh,
It's
You're right.
Okay. It's a power... no. I don't know how you could glitch figuring out what a watcher spirit is.
Yeah, I don't either.
You don't know exactly what he's watching.
I guess.
I mean,
We can make
okay.
obvious assumptions, but I mean, you don't know.
It's up to Mars. I don't want to give ideas because I'd be working against myself.
It's true.
It's a watcher spirit that's watching the barrier.
So if I banish it, whoever summoned it would probably know.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's anything like sprites, they'd know right away.
I look at a hemlock and I'm like, do you want me to get rid of it, or are we trying to avoid hurting that spirit?
Is there any other ways we get into this place, or is it just a one approach?
You can't see the building through the barrier. If you got into closer in meat space, you could.
Any way I can destroy the barrier from here?
Astral combat.
Fuck. I'm not good at that.
You could also dispel it or
Throw
counterspell
spells,
it.
dispel it, or you can just force your way through it.
Can I counterspell it from here? Or do I have to go into astral?
I'm curious if we can get closer to the building without being observed by the spirit. That's what I'm wondering.
Actually, let me see something. Can see.
I mean, Astoria is pretty stealthy in meat space, so
Wish
she
I had
can
a map
possibly
of
look for
this.
other.
Yeah, I look over at you, Astoria, and I'm like, I feel so left out when they do this. They just stare at stuff and mumble to each other. This magic stuff is real weird.
Oh, you're one to talk.
Yes, well, now imagine when you just, fade out and disappear. I'm the only normal one around.
Normal's a relative term.
You can't hear this anyways.
I'm not ragdolled. I'm just.
Yeah, we can totally hear this.
Yeah, we're right there.
We're
Okay.
just looking at a different thing.
She still would say that.
But yeah, if you want to go off and scout on your own in meat space, you can definitely do that.
I
Yeah.
look at a Hemlock.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
think
like,
I will.
I think it's best we scout this a little closer.
I look at you guys and I say, Fenrir is quite effective when it comes to being stealthy. He can also give us his help.
I
I'm
think.
like, what's even stopping us? A wall? Is there like a magic wall here? And I like wave my hand out.
Well, you guys are up the street from the warehouse. They're just like
It's a ma-
staring at a building like four doors down.
There's a magical barrier and a spirit observing this place. If we try to go in, they'll know immediately. Now the options that we have regarding that barrier are either A, destroy it, B, force our way through it, and then there's C, which is do nothing. About the spirit, we could try and avoid it, or we could destroy it as well.
Now,
But if we
Can I-
destroy it,
can-
they'll know.
can I tell if this is a warning barrier or a physical magical barrier?
It's just mana barrier.
Okay, we can literally walk right through this. We're just the mage made is gonna know immediately.
It's
And
like,
if we
So-
destroy it, I'm assuming they'll also know.
And it'll affect all the foci you have bonded to you. If you
Oh.
if you force your bonded foci through a mana barrier, since foci exist in both meat and astral space, it'll automatically dispel itself from you. And
Oh,
and to get those back, you need to do like a 10 or 15-minute ritual.
So destroy that barrier, basically.
You can do what you want.
I'm like,
Are
if
you
we
sure you want to
destroy
lose
it,
weapon focus?
if we destroy it, do we?
We have to- We have two
No.
good plans here. We can either dispel it and rush in, or one of us can sneak in. That's not me, and scout the place out.
I see no harm in scouting. More information couldn't hurt.
I think
Yeah,
that's the better plan.
Say I'm not the stealthiest.
I'm assuming Fenrir can't go through that thing.
He probably could, but
He will go through the
that's
same
force-
rules as you would.
Oh, okay.
To force your way through a barrier or to attack a barrier.
I think this is Astoria's time to shine.
So, what would I roll to just try and scout it out?
Without being seen, infiltration.
All right. That I can do.
Cool. So you make your way to the warehouse. Where is roll 20 gone? Go there. Go there.
This helps so much.
It's a bunch of green blobs.
Captain Jax. His name's Captain Jack.
There we go. So yeah, it's a warehouse that's 2 stories tall and somewhat square. Again, I forgot to make tokens for you. Oh well. And sitting outside is GM. Go there. You go layer 2 is a Watcher spirit that's kind of hovering outside the main door. Astoria makes her way sort of around the buildings nearby. Sitting outside is or in the back end of the building is, can I move that? Is a security door.
Is that tiny blue dot the spirit?
In front of the building, yes.
Okay.
We can so easily destroy all this.
Yeah, but then they know we're here.
Well, yeah, we could get in there, no problem. But if there's like 50 people with heavy machine guns in there, that might be a problem.
And we have to
Yeah,
get in there
I'll
anyway.
literally
That's the
be torn
problem.
apart. I will die instantly. My
So there's a
dodge pool
security
is
door
4.
that we could get into. Anything else of note?
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. There's a couple windows on the second floor. 1 in the rear, 3 in the front.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what you notice from looking on the outside.
All right. Yeah, I think Astoria will just go back at that point and just say, so there's the main entrance with the Watcher spirit. There's a steel security door around back. Alternately, I could possibly get us into some windows on the second floor.
They'll know. That the mana barrier extends to the second floor, right?
Yeah, the whole building's surrounded by it.
Yeah.
Okay,
They'll
I
know
found
if we
the-
enter whatever it is. Although, I think, so but they wouldn't know exactly where it was dispelled from. They would just know it's dispelled.
Yep. The mage who casted it, at least.
Right.
Does the place have a node, or is there multiple nodes? Like, there's people in there, right? Like comlinks and junk.
Yeah, you could say there would be.
Okay.
Roll edge.
Is there any? All right.
Question is, does a Technomancer's magic actually trigger a mana barrier?
That's a good question.
It's resonance.
Apples and
right?
oranges. He's affecting the wireless signals with his brain.
My edge, right?
Yeah, just your unexpended edge.
Go. Yes.
Ah, you're getting really good with those one roll.
So you find one person inside has forgotten to turn their comlink to hidden mode. So there's a single private node.
Single private node. Does it have like a? Oh, I guess I have to scan it, right?
Yes, you need to analyze it.
Analyze. And that would be.
Can we be circling around to the back of the building while he's doing this?
If you want to.
Or can he not think and talk at the same time?
Depends
thinking walk.
if he's going full VR or not.
Right now I just say I'm in like AR.
Okay.
So I'm not like hot sim or anything like that. Yeah, one success.
It is a personal comlink with access to I'm gonna say some access to some cyberware and a video, or I'm gonna say video camera and mic because they come standard.
Ooh. I say to everybody, I found somewhere inside that I can reach into, if they're like walking around.
Yeah, I'm assuming
we-
the whole group is kind of making their way behind the building.
Yeah, I whisper quietly like I found someone inside.
Yeah, I figured we'd walk around to that security door.
Okay.
I say, should I go for it?
Go for it. It's fine.
And I'm like, I'm going in, and then I slump to the ground.
Going in.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to.
I like how you don't like brace yourself, you just fall down.
Just plop.
Nope. There. Okay, so I'm rolling against firewall, right?
If you're hacking on the fly, you'd be rolling your exploit
Yeah, my exploit. Bitch. 12.
against this comlink's firewall.
I swear to God. Thank God.
God.
Cool. Yeah, this thing is a piece of crap.
Oh, sweet.
And you just slip right past the firewall. So you have access to his comm link. It has software on it for connected to cyberware, um, and it's standard things that a comm link would have: camera, contacts, stuff like that.
Can I see what kind of cyberware it's hooked up to?
Yep. It's hooked up to a set of wired reflexes.
Sort of wired reflexes. I can access the camera, right?
Yep.
I'll access that. Where is this comm link?
The camera is dark and grainy.
Microphone.
In a pocket. Then I'll check the mic.
The mic turns on without this guy even knowing, and you hear like deep orcish laughing, and a bunch of people just sort of shooting the shit, talking about something or other. They're probably playing a game, playing cards or something like that. You hear between 4 and 6 voices all at once. They're all nearby at varying levels, and talking about the urban brawl game and how so and so is hot and
Okay.
I'm tougher than you kind of stuff.
And is there anything I can do with this like cyberware access? Like,
You can
is it
turn
what
it
I can
on, you
like?
can turn it off, you could completely disable it. It's
How
wired
hard would it be?
reflexes, so it's like an upgrade to this guy's nervous system to make him react faster.
Okay, how hard would it be for me to? Is this node connected to any other nodes now that I'm in it?
No, because the other guys had all their comm links turned to silent.
Private. Okay.
But since you can make assumptions now that you know there's more people inside.
Yeah.
You could try to
Just-
search for hidden nodes if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's a matrix perception test, right? So
Matrix
I'm learning-
perception. Um,
Rolling my.
if you're searching for just the general vicinity, I believe it is at a 2 dice penalty. Or if you can physically see a device, you get a bonus, but I don't think you can physically see them at the moment. You can assume they're
Okay.
there, so I'd give you the bonus anyway. You can, because there's more people there, and you can make that assumption. I'd give you that. So you would make your analyze test or your matrix perception test at a +4 dice, I believe. I'd have to check my facts, but I believe it's +4.
So I'm rolling my. What is that a program? Am I rolling my scan?
Matrix perception,
Matrix perception. Okay,
which is I believe it's scan and analyze, but I'd had to make sure check that.
okay. And if I'm at a +4, then
You get four extra dice.
4 extra dice. Okay.
Matrix perception.
And before I do this, with the wired reflexes, is there any way like that I can just totally like mess them up?
You can just turn them
Like-
off. Computer plus analyze program.
Oh,
So
computer.
your
So
analyze
it's
program plus your computer skill.
okay. So
These guys have. I guess they
so
don't even
okay,
have
same
stealth.
dice. It's the exact
Okay.
same anyway. Either way.
One dice. Do I have this up? I do.
Yeah.
Conti-
So okay. It's his nervous system, right? Do I want
Are
to
you rolling
disable-
against his wired reflexes or to find other nodes?
I'm just thinking.
Because you have free access to his wired reflexes. You can just do whatever you want
Oh,
to them.
I can just like flick them off.
Yep.
Short circuit them.
Disable them,
Okay.
that sort of thing.
Can I short circuit them? How do I do that? How would I like just break them?
You would like send them into convulsions and such if you did that.
To break
Although-
them, would be very obvious. People would know you're doing it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just turn them off then.
Okay.
And I don't know.
You can always break them when like shit hits the fan.
Yeah, and then I'll scan out further nodes.
Okay.
Turn them off and then send out my feelers. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo.
So you got that 3 successes, or was that something else?
No, that's it. That's my roll.
3 successes.
3 successes.
I don't think anything can beat that. So inside you find the comlink signal for a total of four people on the bottom floor and 3 people on the top floor.
Okay. If I pop out of his comm link, I can just pop back in, right? If I need to.
Yeah,
Now that
you have access to it now. You basically have
Okay.
a secondary user account on his comlink now.
Okay. I guess I don't know. I'll pop out of the matrix really quick. And you said there was 3 on the bottom, 4
A
on the
total
top.
of 4 nodes on the bottom floor and 3 nodes on the top floor.
Okay.
How
I
do we?
pop out.
Quick question. How do we do that? Is there a program for like searching for pay data like in version 1, or is it just?
No. It's if you find pay data, I'll tell you. Don't worry too much
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
And I'll pop out of the matrix really quick. And if you guys are still there, which I assume,
Just
and
leave
then
your
I'll
teammate
say,
flat on the floor.
Astoria
I'll
is like
say-
probably dragging you along behind her.
I'll come to consciousness, and I'm like,
Yeah, each of us has a
I-
foot dragging you behind.
and I say,
Fenrir's probably
there's,
still licking
there's,
you.
I found out how many inside have comm links at least. And I
How
say
many?
there, by my count, there's about 7, 3 on the top and 4 on the bottom. They weren't talking about anything of interest. One of them inside had some cyberware. Shut it down. That's about it. And I say, He says, that's all of them that I could see that have comm links. If there's any more, then they are truly disconnected from the real world.
I think we can take 7 pirates.
Anyway,
Yes,
you
I
can. Sorry, please, story.
I think we can do it. Perhaps you two, well, 3 could enter through the bottom and I could sneak in through one of the windows, flank them. That might be useful.
And I say, I'm not much use in the whole brawling, gunnery, that sort of thing. And I say, it might be best if I just stay out here and act from the alley or wherever we are. Find a good place to hide and cause trouble from within. Shutting down
Uh,
and the like.
You
Or-
can just hide behind us and spray bullets at
That's,
people.
Okay. And then I sort of, put my hand on my gun, pull it around in front of me.
Okay.
I say, Preston, before we go in, can you take a look at? You know what? Never mind. So I look at a hemlock and I'm like, so should we destroy this barrier now?
Since we're so close to the burial, I want to assess it and see if I can get a good enough roll that I can tell where the magician that cast it is at.
Okay. Sensing.
I was kind of hoping that.
Oh, can Fenrir attempt to
Whoop,
do so as
Crap
well?
roll.
Does Fender have the asensing skill?
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he can.
Should I roll for him?
Sure.
I want to roll that many die.
I believe I rolled 12 dice and got 0 successes.
That's true. That can happen. What's that gonna put? Wow, the same.
2. Do.
You got a sensing on yourself as well.
Oh, I mean, I don't have it. I don't think so. Mr. Wolf doesn't have a sensing.
Really?
Nah, he sucks at that.
Well, the signature of the barrier is not present nearby unless he's inside. 'Cause you can't really sense inside the barrier.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
But it's not
Okay.
it's not some there's not some mage sitting across the street watching going hee hee hee. My
Well,
barrier's cool.
technically, you could be halfway across the planet and still maintaining it.
True.
How does
I said,
do we have do we have to resist drain when we counterspell?
To break a barrier. do. is creating a barrier. It's not Shadowrun if you don't look up rules. Passing through barriers. You can attack. You can choose to attack it. You can choose to. You can just sort of try to make a magic test to like just pass through it.
Well, I'm sure I could just pass through it, but I'm worried about screwing up my foci because those really help me in combat.
Well, no. If you successfully press your way through it, all your foci and stuff are fine.
What would that be a test for? Just straight up magic?
Magic and charisma against the force of the barrier ×2. And you just need to beat it in successes.
Charisma? Okay. How strong is this barrier since I sense it?
A sensing force 2? Or no, you got 2 successes.
Yeah.
It is a force 6 barrier.
Ooh. Yeah.
So you have to get 12 successes for that?
No, it rolls 12 dice.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
and they need
Yeah.
to
Oh,
beat it.
it's an opposed test?
Yeah. Against the force of the barrier.
Yeah.
It seems kind of harsh. But
That's
Yeah, I don't think I can get through that successfully.
I don't think I can either. That'd be 9 dice.
I can still fight. I'm going to be 1 initiative pass with less damage on my weapon.
I have a quick question while they're figuring this out. Can I like test the security door to see if it's locked or not? Because otherwise we're going to have issues getting into the building this way.
That's a good question. Just realized, that's a good
is
question.
it locked?
Yeah, I was just going to see if Techno Guy could get through.
Well, he couldn't find the note, I don't think.
I don't think if I was there, I could look at the lock and see if it has a hidden node, but the only visible node was one dude who left his phone on.
Yeah. Let's just see if the door is locked first before we break down a barrier and alert things.
Does anybody actually have like lockpicking as like a skill?
I do not.
I do. I have lockpicking pretty good. Decent,
Okay.
anyways.
Do you have like a specialization, or are you just like generally good at lockpicking?
Let me see. I don't think I have a specialization, but I have like an auto picker and stuff like that.
Can a powerbolt tear this down?
I don't know if we want to tear down the door. I mean, I guess they're gonna.
But
know
magic
anyway.
solves everything, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I have like 9 dice to unlock normal doors. So.
Doesn't mention that the doors are locked, so I'm gonna say they're not.
Okay,
Well,
good to know.
plus, it would probably be a mag lock anyway if it was a security door.
Yeah, if it's a security door, you're right.
Could just throw some incendiary grenades through the window.
You have
Windows
those?
are all second story.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I can just stumble the shit out of them.
Whatever. Let's just do something.
All right.
Yeah, let's try something. We'll never know unless we try.
Let's and what do we have to roll to break it?
To force your way through it.
Not to break it.
To break it, you would have to engage it in astral combat.
I'm not good.
I do not have that.
Using its force as armor and structure.
No way to dispel it?
I forget how to. I believe you just roll counter spelling.
Yeah, you can counterspell a barrier. I just
Yeah.
don't remember how counterspelling works on rolls.
Versus what?
Probably against its force and the caster. I believe the force and its caster's ability. I'm just gonna go with force, just because to speed things along.
Oh.
Hmm.
And you would do astral damage to it with your dispel or something like that.
You know if we do have drain from that?
I believe you do.
Question. So Fenrir has astral combat, so he could just stay. Will the barrier fight back?
No, not this type of barrier. But Fenrir will take or not from astral combat. He won't take drain.
Then I look around and I say, Fenrir can destroy this wall.
Go for it.
All right. I look at Fenrir and I'm like, Do
Okay.
it.
So, before shit hits the fan, do we want to pause for another break?
That'd
I
be
think we
fine.
take a quick
Yeah,
break.
please.
Sounds good. And you could
Alright.
look up like dispelling barriers at that
Yeah.
during this time too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Peace.
So we'll be back in 5.